Here with Mike McDonald, champion of the 2011 WSGA State Amateur Championship. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty neat title to finally get, definitely.
Now you've been playing in a lot of tournaments growing up, and
Yeah.
you're a college player at Marquette. What does it mean to win this one?
It's pretty cool whenever you put your name with the likes of Steve Stricker and Skip Kendall and JP Hayes and the Bumowskis and all those guys, the great players of the state. It's pretty cool feeling for sure.
A few shots back heading into the day, talk about your expectations, what you were thinking last night and this morning heading into it.
Yeah, my dad and I, we set up a good game plan. We took the holes that were problem holes for me all week, and we decided to go rescues off of them, and it worked. I made a bogey on 2. A lot of guys are going to bogey that hole. Made solid pars on the other tough driving holes, and I just stuck to my game plan. I know I started out bogey on the first 2 today, and that was kind of a tough start, especially on 1. You probably shouldn't bogey that, but I just tried sticking to my game plan, and it panned out. I thought maybe it would take another 3 under, but then when we were out there and we saw the pins and then you see what other guys are doing, I realized that maybe if I just kind of hold it to around par, that might be good enough.
You talked about seeing what other guys were doing. How much were you aware of the leaderboard and what some of the other guys around you were doing?
I really didn't take a look at anything the whole front 9. I would say at the turn is when I first got my first checkup on where I was at. And then it was like every 2 holes up until like the last 2 holes. I knew where I was at. So it was good. Not that my game was really going to change, but sometimes maybe the iron shot was going to get a little bit more aggressive. My tee shots were going to be set, what I was going to do. So it was good to know where I was at.
And so then on 18, you have a 1-shot lead.
Mm-hmm.
You hit your approach shot to the front of the green with a back hole location.
Yep.
And what's going through your head at that point?
I just definitely thought about Billy. I knew Billy. I mean, the pins were in great spots, tough spots all week, and that's what this course has to offer. It's a tough track, but I knew it was going to be a slider. I saw where it was, and I just tried to give it enough room to let it feed down to the hole, and that's what happened. I gave myself a tap in, and I couldn't have asked for anything better than that.
And pretty confident over that tap in?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. Those are good ones to finish out a tournament with.
And then you have the clubhouse lead at 1 over par,
Mm-hmm.
and you have 2 groups behind you. What are you thinking in the scoring tent?
Well, actually, it was just Jack. Jack was behind me, and I saw him stuff it. I stayed there. I wanted to see him finish. If he was going to beat me, good for him. He's a great player. I saw him stick it close, and unfortunately for him, he missed the putt. But I was, I don't want to leave the hole at that point, so I just stayed around and watched.
You mentioned the game plan you had with your dad. He was your caddy out here for you today.
Mm-hmm.
What did that mean for you, and what was it like having him on your bag for the final round?
He's been driving me to junior golf tournaments growing up, then state tournaments, and he deserves this just as much as I do. Both my parents put in a lot of time and a lot of effort for me to be able to do this sort of stuff, and my dad, it was awesome having him by my side the whole way. It couldn't have been any better.
So now you're a state amateur champion. What's next for you?
I think I might stay amateur. I like amateur events. You guys put on awesome events. There's no reason to not do it. So I think I might stay amateur, at least for the time being. We'll see if something crazy happens in the next few years, but you won't be partnering with me yet.
Well, I think that's a good thing. Congratulations. You're in this one.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.